Very good evening, everyone. This is Rajendran here joining from Market Calls, and welcome everyone to mini certification on algorithmic trading. So last session, we discussed about how to use OpenAlgo to place automated orders using Amibroker. And in the part 2 session, what we're going to do is like, we're going to use Amibroker, but we're going to use Amibroker in a scanning or exploration mode. So we're going to scan stocks, or we're going to do exploration on the stocks, and we're going to send the orders automatically. So we're going to design some intraday strategy. We're going to take some intraday strategy. Of course, we're not going to design in today's session. Next session, we're going to design some strategies. So in today's session, we're going to use OpenAlgo as an intermediate bridge. So something like this. So we're going to use OpenAlgo as an intermediate bridge. From Amibroker, we're going to generate continuous scanning-based signals, exploration-based signals in real time. And any signal coming in real time, we're going to use OpenAlgo to transmit order to the broker. And from the broker, it will be transmitted back to the exchange. So that is what we're going to do in today's session. So I hope the audio and video quality is good enough to kickstart. If you simply type yes, so that we can quickly kickstart with the session. And as usual, the session is getting recorded. The recorded video will be available in our learning portal as well. So learn.marketcalls.in, there it will be completely available there. All right, great. So thank you for the quick confirmation, Vignesh, Shivanesh, Jagan, Vimal, Jaychandar, Surender, Namah Shivayam, Sunil, and everyone. So without further delay, let's quickly kickstart with the session. So what I'm going to do is like, I'm going to first of all start the OpenAlgo here. So I'm going to use my VS Code. So here's my VS Code. Inside that, I am already having OpenAlgo configured with my Angel account with my API key and API secret key. So what I'm going to do is like, I'm going to start with the Python application, Python app.py. So the server got started. So I'm going to log into my local application. So let me click and let me open and let me go and log into my application. I already registered. So I had already created the login ID and password. So let me go and create the, let me log into the application here. So this is one of my test application. So I log into the Angel and then I enter my client ID. I enter the client PIN, 4-digit PIN, followed by the TOTP. So of course, for TOTP, I need a Google Authenticator. Let me open up my Google Authenticator here. So I'm going to enter my TOTP. So once I log in, automatically, the application will be logged in and I'll be able to see through my order book, trade book, position book, everything I'll be able to see here. Of course, right now there is no trade is running on. So, and moreover, it's a test account. So what I'm going to do is like, now I'm going to go to the OpenAlgo documentation. So OpenAlgo documentation, you can always go to the profile. From the profile icon. From here, you can go and click on the docs. That will automatically open up the OpenAlgo documentation. So these are the list of connected brokers that you can trade with OpenAlgo. And OpenAlgo is free to install, free to use. Even you can run in your own domain, right? So here right now we connected with Angel, 5paisa, Dhan, Fires, ICICI, Kotak, Upstocks, and Zerodha. Right now we are also working on Alice Blue as well. So I think moreover next broker is going to be Alice Blue. And so going forward, we are planning, we are having plans to integrate with the brokers like Sherkan and then brokers like Sky Broker, so Sky Commodities. I think those are some of the brokers that we have in pipeline, and Shunya, right? Another major request we are getting from the users. So these are the list of brokers, but right now these are the list of top 8 brokers. These are some of the top 8 brokers in the country. And right now, what we're going to do here is like, I'm going to go to the Amibroker section. Of course, just give me a sec. I'll go to the Amibroker section. From here, I'll go to Equity Exploration module. So I'm going to copy this module here. This is the module which we have to connect with our existing strategies. So let's say I'm going to use my strategy here. One of the strategy, let's say like I'm going to take a super trend intraday strategy. I'm going to download from my website. So just type super trend intraday strategy market calls, and you'll be forwarded to the super trend intraday AFL code for Amibroker. I'm going to take a simple intraday strategy, right? So let me scroll down. Of course, where is the strategy here? Usually we have to download the strategy, or maybe I might be having already downloaded in my local machine. Let me check. So C drive, I'll go to program files x86. Inside that, I'll go to my Amibroker and I'll go to super trend intraday. That's what I'm going to search inside the formula folder. Yeah. So we're having a lot more context over here. Super trend intraday trading system. That's what I'm going to use. Let me open up and then check the code. Yeah, it looks like the code looks fine to me. Let me copy this and then I'll go to my Amibroker. So here is my Amibroker. I'm going to go and open up a new formula and I'll paste this code over here, right? So this particular code is just a pure intraday strategy. Let's check whether the strategy is working fine or not. So I'm going to open up a new blank chart, file new blank chart, and then I'll go and apply to the charts. And then I'll right click and then close. I'll ensure that I'm using a 5-minute time frame. So here you can see that I'm able to see the strategies. I'm also able to control the number of trades per day. I can control. So by default, we are giving only 3 trades only. If in case if you want more number of trades, you can use 4 or 5. So you can limit how many number of trades that you want, that you can limit it. And the factor and ATR, we are able to use the factor and ATR to control the stop loss. So if you reduce the ATR, stop loss will be controlled. If you increase the factor, then the stop loss will be increased pretty much, right? So generally the default value is like 3 and 10. And the number of trades, I'm going to keep it like 3. So we have a start time, end time, and the square of time. And we also have like kind of a target setup as well. If in case somebody want targets, they can enable the targets also. So with the stop loss and target levels, they can control those things. And if they want, they can also hide or show the stop loss levels as well. And they can also decide how many points or percentage they want a stop loss. That also they can enable it. By default, the stop loss, you can see that it's getting enabled over here. Maybe I'll say like I'll keep an stop loss. I'll keep it like 50 points, and maybe target I'll keep it like 100 points. So that clearly you'll be able to visualize the stop loss and target. These dotted lines are nothing but the stop loss levels, right? So now the point here is, I'm not going to use charting based strategies, because chart based strategies I may able to run if it is like 5 charts or 10 charts, I may able to handle it. But let's say if I'm having like portfolio of like 50 symbols, I want to scan some 50 symbols in a row, or maybe I may be having like portfolio of some 20 symbols or 30 symbols. So when the amount of symbols are increasing, it will be very difficult to run on the charts. So what we're going to do is like we're going to attach a scanner and then we're going to trade along with that. So that is what we are also going to do here. So here is the code. Along with this code, along with this particular module, I'm also going to add another module here, the OpenAlgo exploration module. So I'll just go to OpenAlgo equity exploration module. Let me copy this and then I'll come back to the code and then let me paste the value over here. So now the code has been completely attached with my, I had a strategy. On top of the strategy, I had attached the exploration module. So let me save this file, save as. I'm going to store this inside the OpenAlgo folder. I'll go to OpenAlgo. So inside the folder, I'm going to say like super trend intraday equity exploration. That's what I'm going to say here. New. And now I'm going to send it to analysis. So there's a small analysis button here. If I send it to analysis, automatically in Amibroker, it opens up a new analysis window. So new analysis window, it automatically opens. Let's say I want to trade in on a 5-minute time frame. So I'll go to the 5-minute time frame. I'll go to the settings. I'll change the settings as like 5-minute time frame. So 5-minute time frame is here. And press OK. So once you're done with that, how many symbols that you want to trade? So you have to select your own favorite list of symbols. Let's say I'll go to the symbol section. From here, I'll go to the watch list. So here I'll check like watch list number 7. I'm having like ICICI, Infi, Reliance, HDFC, Wipro, Zeal, Sun TV. So total 7 stocks is what I'm having. So I'm going to run for a testing purpose. I'm going to run on some sample, some 7 symbols. I'm going to run purely intraday on equity symbols. So I'm going to select from the list 1. List 1 contains the watch list of 7 trading instruments from equity markets. So I'm going to select the apply to section as filter, and then I'll go to the green pipe to define the filter. So from the green pipe, I'm going to go and select the watch list as list 1, so that you can clearly see that automatically it adds all the 7 list of symbols over here. So what are the symbols which are here? Completely, it got added up, and those symbols, 7 symbols, is what you'll be seeing over here. That means I'm going to apply as exploration, real-time exploration on all these 7 symbols. Okay. So once this is done, I'll press OK. I'll press OK here. Now I'll select here as one recent day. If it is intraday, it is highly recommended that you always use only one recent day only. And if you just simply press explore, so automatically you should see the list of trades happened very recently. If it is today's session, maybe you'll be seeing more and more symbols will be coming over here. And the trading, this trading symbol here, this is nothing but, there are 2 symbols you should aware about that. One is the data feed symbol. So what are the symbol that you are seeing over here? That is nothing but the data feed symbol. And there is also another symbol. This symbol section is the OpenAlgo symbol section. So obviously your data feed symbol should be matching with your data feed. Maybe you might be using global data feed or Excel Pix or True Data. Or you might be also using the trading OpenAlgo symbol over here. OpenAlgo symbol over here. So here we are using OpenAlgo symbol only. So OpenAlgo symbol, it is matching. So we can straight away start with the strategy. So what we have to do here is, we're going to simulate a real-time simulation. So in order to do a real-time simulation, what I have to do is like, I have to do 2 things over here. Number 1, I have to go to this spanner icon, the settings icon, the backtesting settings icon. Next to that, there is a small inverted triangle is there. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to enable the auto repeat. So auto repeat got enabled. This will be doing a frequent scanning. So how frequent it will be scanning? I want to scan every 2 seconds once or every 1 second once. So here in the AR interval, I'll just type 1 SEC and then I'll press Shift Enter. Remember, I have to press Shift Enter. If I do so, whenever I'm doing any scanning activity, it will run every 1 second once. So if you see that if I press explore, automatically every 1 second it will keep on automatically exploring. So if any new trades are coming in, I have to transmit my order. So what I'm going to do is like time being, I'll disable the auto repeat because there are some more configuration we have to do. So if you go to the settings, scroll down, you'll be having the couple of algo controls, right? So one is like OpenAlgo API key. So obviously I should go and get the OpenAlgo API key, which is what I'm going to do now. I'll go to the OpenAlgo section. From here, I'll go to the API key, and then I'll go and show the API key. If I would have generated already, I'm just going to copy the API key, and then I'm going to bring it to my Amibroker. If not, I have to generate for the first time. So I'll go back to my Amibroker, enter the OpenAlgo API key. This key is the one which is necessary to communicate from Amibroker to OpenAlgo. Followed by that, exchange. Obviously, exchange is going to be NSE only, equity markets. And then price type is going to be like market order. And then product, I'm going to use only MAs or intraday orders so that we'll get leverage. Host, I'll keep it as default because I'm running locally. Maybe if you're running in your own cloud, you may have to enter your own custom domain address. And the API version is supposed to be V1. Position size, I'll say like every symbol I'm going to allocate 10,000 rupees worth of quantity is what I'm going to purchase without leverage, right? So 10,000 rupees worth of position is what I'm going to purchase simply. That's a thing. So how much ever, let's say if the stock is like 1,000 rupees, then I'll be able to purchase up to 10 stocks I'll be able to purchase. So if you want more number of stocks, you have to increase the quantity. So it depends upon every symbol, how much to allocate. So you have to give the position sizing in terms of rupees. And then OpenAlgo, I'm going to enable it. So now it's pretty easy and simple. So what I had to do is like I had to go and go to the window section, enable the log section over here. I'll go to the trace. I'll also ensure that the trace is enabled. So internal and external trace is enabled. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the bar replay. I'm going to run the bar replay for the last Friday's activity. So let me run the bar replay for the last Friday activity. In the meantime, I'll start the exploration. So let me enable the auto repeat again. Then I'll press explore so that I ensure that the exploration is running. Right. So bar replay, I'm going to go and select the June 21st is what I'm going to select. And then I'm going to run the bar replay over here. Let me run the play. So that starts with the OpenAlgo. So ensure that the OpenAlgo is enabled. So let's say I'll go scroll down. I have to keep the OpenAlgo API key as well. And the OpenAlgo is enabled for 10,000 shares. So once all the settings are done, I'll press exploration. And then I'll run the play option here. So if we go to the trace, you can see that the orders are getting punched. So again, Zeal order got punched. So what are the orders are getting punched, right? I should be able to see it simultaneously in my OpenAlgo screen. So I'm going to pull up the OpenAlgo screen as well. Let's see that as it is happening, you'll be able to see that the orders are coming onto your setup. So the Wipro, HDFC, Zeal, Sun TV. You can also see the quantity as well. And you can see that buy means B, long entry, and there is S means short entry. So far we got like 3 buy and 1 short. So 3 buy and 1 short is what we are getting here. So any trade which is happening instantly, you should be able to see that. Instantly means within a few fraction of seconds, the orders will be punched in the Amibroker. From Amibroker, it will be punched into OpenAlgo, directly into the system. And what time the trade got executed, if at all you want to see, you can just expand that. You'll be able to see the date and time as well. The date and time is sorted in an increased manner. So far, not much of a trade yet, but let's see. There should be plenty of trades. It should happen. And simultaneously in the log section, as we speak, right, you see that there are a couple of orders got punched over here. So like more orders coming in. So all those orders, I'll be able to just refreshing the order book. I should be able to see those orders. And any orders which are, you can see that all the orders has been there, like all are like sell signal. So sell signals and long exit and the short entry is what happened. So total 3 buy and almost 6 short signals. That is what you're seeing here. 3 buy and almost 6 short signals. And what time the order got sent, what message has been communicated to OpenAlgo, everything has been recorded as a logs over here. So if you need any troubleshooting, you can always do the simple troubleshooting from here. So the only thing is like you have to come up with your own strategy, connect with the module, start the OpenAlgo and start doing the live execution. So you can really run even 50 symbols also, it will be able to handle those setups. Even 100 symbols you want to execute also, it will be handle those setups. There is no limitation on the number of exploration that you can run. You can run any number of exploration. Particularly, you are already having some scanners with buy, sell, short cover signals. So that is what you need. You need to have strategies with buy, sell, short and cover. Any strategy you're having buy, sell, short and cover, you can execute over here. You can see that anytime it is getting executed, instantly you'll be able to see those information over here. Immediately, you should be able to see those execution here. See that as it is happening, that you'll be able to see that the moment it is coming on the screen, it will be displaying as a small pop-up would have been showed up. That means an order came from Amibroker instantly. And just you have to refresh the order book so that you'll be able to get the updated order book over here. Right? The last trade was like Infi, what trade, what time it got triggered, what is the order status, everything you'll be able to see here. So recent order was like Sun TV. Again, you just scroll back, Sun TV and HDFC Bank. These are the two orders which we received right now. So if I go and scroll down, I'll be able to see like HDFC and Sun TV. Right, so that way we can run easily all the strategies. And by end of the day, by 15:15, if at all any open positions are there, a sell signal or closing signal will be communicated. So any open positions are there, automatically it will be closed by 15:15, or you can also go and set the time, end time, what time you want to close all the open position. Let's say if you want to close all the open position like 3 o'clock, you can just simply close all the open position at 3 o'clock.
Buy order triggered.
There is also one more strategy is running on another screen, which is taking Nifty future setup as well. So Infi, ICICI Bank, you see that whatever that you're seeing here, instantly it is getting triggered to the OpenAlgo box. And it is that simple. So I hope you have a fair idea about how to run exploration-based strategies using Amibroker. If you have any questions, let me know. Any questions you guys are having? So Sampath is having a question. His question is like, what is the cost of OpenAlgo? See, of course, OpenAlgo is open source. So I'll tell you from where you can download the OpenAlgo. So you have to go to openalgo.in, right? So it is a free bridge, completely built by traders for the traders. You can go to the documentation section, and from there you can go to the GitHub. So this is the page where all the new versions of OpenAlgo is
short order triggered.
You can go and download from here, or there are a couple of instructions you have to follow, right? So if you go to the documentation of OpenAlgo, docs.openalgo.in, there is an installation instruction is here. For Windows, there is a special instruction is here. And maybe if you are using Mac operating system, there is a special instruction is here. Or maybe if you want to host it in your own Windows server, there is a special instructions are here. And maybe if you want to host in your own domain, let's say like myalgo.com, something like that, if you're having your own domain name, still it is possible. So here I had hosted my own application locally. This is running in my Windows server. I also hosted in my various websites also. Another website is like openalgo.in. So here I had hosted the same application, my own account. So nobody can download or nobody can log into the account because this is connected with my own login. Or there is also another recently, today I had taken a new domain, open-app. So here also I had installed the same application over here, right? So you can, if you are having your own domain, you can also run the website in your own domain. So it is your own personalized OpenAlgo, right? And it is free of cost totally, which you can connect with your own, any of the brokers who are connected over here, and then you can start doing automation instantly. If you don't want to host in the cloud, still you can run it in your Windows machine itself, Windows machine or Mac. Maybe if you are a Mac user, you can go to the documentation. So documentation is always the first page to start with. So here you can go to the installation guidelines from their Mac OS installation. And then you have to follow these procedures. The list of procedures is what you should follow. So what is the prerequisites, how to do the setup, and what are the things I have to install. So it's just maybe some 15 to 20 minutes of installation. and then you can straight away start with automation. So TK Manjunath is saying one cannot short trade equity unless one has already in his account. So what about short order? See, here I'm talking about intraday strategies. So as you maybe you might join late. So what are the strategies that we are running here are like intraday strategies. In the intraday strategies, you can, if it is equities, you can short, right? Provided if I think most of the instruments, particularly heavyweight instruments, are shortable. Mostly Nifty 50 or Nifty 500. So all those instruments you can short intraday. But if you want to do positionally, what you have to do is like you have to run it as a long only system. Let's say in that case, what you have to do is I'll disable auto repeat. Go to this, just go to the settings. Maybe if you're running positionally, right? What you have to do is like go to the settings. From here, scroll down, and then you have to say like instead of running enable mode, enable means it will run long also, short also. But if you want to run only positionally, you have to choose only long only, so that shorts will be ignored. Shorts will not be taken care at all. Right? This is for long only in equities in positional trade setup. But there is one more thing you have to enable. So since when you are entering long, it will be coming to your demat account. When you are selling the position, you have to have stock in your demat account. By default, it will ask a CDSL pin. But if in case if you want to automate your strategies in Amibroker exploration, you have to do something called DDPI, right? I'm sure you might know what is a DDPI is all about. It is something similar to power of attorney. Power of attorney is an old concept, but if you enable DDPI, then it will not ask for any CDSL T-pin. So you can directly use DDPI to bypass the CDSL T-pin. You have to submit, maybe you have to contact the broker, some broker. You can go to their mobile application or web application. From there directly, you can enable this demand, debit, and pledge instruction, so that when you are already having any demat account shares already there and you're trying to sell using Amibroker, without asking CDSL T-pin, automatically it will exit. That is very much required if you want to automate your investment ideas. I hope that question answers yours. So any other question anybody is having? TK Majum, is your question got answered? All right. So TK Majum says like partly. So how about short orders? See, short orders, it is possible that if you are doing it in derivatives, then short order automatically will be taken care. But whereas in equities, right, positionally you cannot carry forward the shorts. So yeah, so only in MS you can short the orders. There is also one more question. The question is from Jagannath. So his question is like, how to trade options using OpenAlgo. Of course, in our coming weeks, right, we have 2 more sessions. We are talking about how to send the automated option orders. So in fact, we also have a module as well. So if in case you go to the documentation section, you can find various modules. We've been keep on adding modules time to time. So right now, these are the list of modules that you can see by. So one of the module is like where if the signal is coming in spot or futures, you want to execute in options, you can use this module to automate that. Whereas there is also like a spot futures to options module for a single leg, and I think this is like multi-leg. I think I have to change this, but this is like multi-leg options module where you'll be able to trade like credit spread, debit spread, straddle, strangle, synthetic futures, diagonal spread, calendar spread, ratio spread, and ratio back spread. These are the things that you'll be able to trade using OpenAlgo. Maybe if in case you're an option buyer or even an option seller, you can use these modules to automate your trading ideas, which we'll be covering in our next week. So I want to host OpenAlgo in my website. So how to do that? That is a question from Nagaraj. So Nagaraj, that's a very interesting question that I'm glad that you had asked. So today, right, we had so if you go to the Discord community, it's a free community only for the OpenAlgo users. So if you go to the Discord, this is a Discord invite. So automatically you can enroll into the Discord community and you can ask any number of questions in OpenAlgo. It's a free community though. It's highly community driven, and already people in this community, they use OpenAlgo extensively. So here we have a couple of categories over here. So maybe if you're a developer, you are trying to build something on top of OpenAlgo, you can ask questions related to development over here. Maybe if you're a trader, maybe you might be using Amibroker to automate, or maybe you might be using TradingView to automate using OpenAlgo, or you might be using MetaTrader, or even you could be using Python or some other program to automate your trading ideas. You can ask your questions in the Algo trading section. So anybody who is asking their questions will be ensured that it will be answered. And I'm also quite active in this community. So here today we posted about how you can run OpenAlgo in your own cloud. Means I had given a simple example here. Amazon Elastic Beanstalk means hardly within 15 minutes you'll be able to launch your application. You can connect a domain. If already having a domain like something like myalgotrading.com, and you want to go host OpenAlgo inside that, you can follow the simple procedure here. That's a YouTube video is here. So you can go there and then you can also go and follow the procedure, and you'll be able to install the OpenAlgo without knowing any hardware knowledge or server knowledge. Just like that, you can go and follow the procedure, and you should be able to make it up, right? Yes, you can also run OpenAlgo in your own server. Or if you don't want, you want to run only in your local system, that is also possible. So you can also put it in your Windows server also, Linux server also, Mac also. So there is no restriction on the systems that you want to use. So is there any other questions that I should address? How to automate using Python? So anyways, for Python also, for always your source will be like the documentation. So we have some sample strategies over here, how to install Python. You have to install the library, pip install OpenAlgo. And from there, you have to know about a couple of OpenAlgo commands. And then there is also a sample strategy shared to automate a simple super trend strategy. So using that, how you can automate your ideas. So you just simply run this automatically. The orders will be punched in your trading account to the connected brokers, right? So just you have to start following the procedures over here. All right. So I say thank you for coming by and attending the session. I hope with this, you should be able to automate your scanning based ideas easily. If you're already having a trading system in Amibroker AFL, you can easily connect with OpenAlgo and you can start automating your trading ideas. Vimal is asking how to install OpenAlgo. So I think today many people are joining a little late, I think. So again, everything you have to go to the documentation only. So go to the documentation. So go to the docs.openalgo.in. The documentation is common for everybody. So here, if you go to the installation guidelines, so maybe if you are using Windows installation, so go to the Windows section, install, go to the prerequisites, ensure that following things are met. You're installing those following things and do the setup. Right, and then set up. Maybe if you're looking for video tutorials, right, go to the getting started and go to the Windows installation section. There is a YouTube video is available. So following this video, definitely you should be able to configure. A clean step-by-step procedure is already provided over here. If in case still if you are facing any difficulties in connecting with your broker, you can always raise your query in either there are two places you can enter. One is Discord. So Discord, you can always post if in case if you are facing any installation challenges or if you are facing any automation challenges, you can always post in the Discord community. or if you are facing any bug, which I don't think at this point in time we haven't faced any bugs because completely tested on all the brokers, live accounts we are tested. So still, if you're facing any issues, you can always go to the issue section. You can raise the query over here. So our team will be getting it resolved. And if in case any new request, feature request, you want certain features which you think OpenAlgo should have it, you are most demanded request, then definitely you can raise a new issue. Ensure that it is a feature request so that we'll try to accommodate, if possible, we'll try to accommodate in our upcoming roadmap plan. Again, there's a question from Jagannath. His question is like, I want to transmit orders like 5,000 shares. Is it possible? See, right now with this existing mechanism, I think the next upcoming feature, what we're going to build is the split order, right? So it will be automatically splitting multiple orders into the freeze quantity, or you can set what quantity you want to set it as freeze quantity. Let's say like for something like Nifty, you want to send only 500 orders. You have 5,000 orders, but you want to transmit like 500 orders every order. You can split the entire 5,000 order into 10 orders, and you can easily transmit to the broker. That is already we are working on that, probably in a week's time. I think more or less in a week's time, maybe in our next session, more or less we'll be having the split order module as well. But even if you are trading options with larger quantities, you'll be able to slice the order into multiple orders, and you should be able to transmit. I think in a week's time, it will be getting done, more or less. All right, so let me say thank you for coming by and attending the session. So in the next week, we're going to design intraday model. And along with that, we're going to use options order to automate it. If possible, I'll also try to show how you can automate option strategies with split order functionality to execute larger orders. So see you in the next week with more interesting content. Thank you.